Alrighty then. Greetings, Your Majesties. I honor you as I honor myself. My name is Kathia Bruno, and I would like to welcome you to Honor Thy Royal podcast, A Self-Love Journey. Tonight, we're definitely doing something different. We're still talking about kingdom marriages. We're still talking about. That is annoying. So, I was going to try to make this like a one video type thing. Then I realized it really is something that, you know, I should take my time on. And the reason is because so many people do not understand what sensuality and sexuality really are. And that includes married people. So, yeah, I'm going to start off with what I wrote, and I'll be back. For starters, to my audience, I need you to hear my spirit and the words my spirit are speaking. And in order to do that, if your spirit is not connected with mine on that type of a level, then, I need you to shut down some of your senses. In particular, your eyes and ears of your flesh. And just feel the words that I am sharing with you. Okay, now that we got that out the way, through these words, I am sharing the heart you've given me with others for a purpose. Speaking to you makes everything better. I would much rather sit at your feet and experience with you all the words my heart and soul have for you. Nobody else, just you. I love being anywhere with you. I look forward to being rejected by the world so I can come home to your presence. I can honestly say, hey, at least I gave it a try. I went outside. I'm selfish and greedy when it comes to our alone time. I intentionally ask you to bless those who hurt me in any way, shape, or form. I ask this of you because if they reject the blessing I speak over them, then you give it back to me multiplied in heaven as it is to be on earth. If they receive the blessing I speak over them, then you bless all parties involved. Anything that rejects me is evidence that you still have greater for me. On to the next, please and thank you. I only need to be patient enough to wait and learn. In my waiting season, I would learn how to pray about the more you have in store for me on this journey. I fearlessly and ferociously protect this peace and source that is just for me. Nobody else, just me. I allow you to destroy anything that would test this bond. When you allow me to shut down any issue, you've already seen the how, who, what, where, when, and the why it got to that point. My conviction to you encourages my self-control. I know how you love me. You've taught me how to allow myself to openly and freely love you back. You share our love story happily because you know you are my heart and I am yours. I see you and only you. I know you've written all types of love toward me into this journey. I know how the story ends, but not how the roads entwine. It is the love you express to me through our conversations that keep my oil flowing and my light shining through the valleys of death. You are the one person I cannot accept rejection from in any way. Be upset with me if you must. Do not allow me to get in the way of our growth. The climax of this next chapter is the evolution of us. I would not be able to stomach not being able to love you, Lord. I have learned from you how and why I should be obsessed with our love story. This is how I am to love those you assign to me. But none of them are you, so none of them get what you get from me. This love was created on purpose for the purpose of you. Your words excite all of my senses. Sometimes your words hurt without another perspective or discernment from you. The same voice that strengthens me has the ability to weaken me. It is the embrace of your arms that prompt me to recall the emotions my logic has forgotten in moments of distress. Every part of me sees what you have given me to focus on. Any person, place, or thing that differs from what you have shown me instantly angers me. Then my conscience becomes aware of that feeling, of any feeling actually, other than the peace, love, and joy I've come to know with you makes me grateful for knowing it with you in our special place. I don't know how to prophesy. I love you for prophesying over me without me realizing it. You are the only being every aspect of my sight has been dedicated to. No matter how much discouragement I have been attacked with, I put the enemy on notice. He can attack me with rejection, abandonment, discouragement, distractions. I already know greater is what you have already crafted for me. That's why no matter what it looks like during any moment in time, I trust your heart and the words you speak to mine. You are mine and I am yours. You would not commit suicide by destroying me. I am yours and you are mine. Without the sounds of your voice and words, I need to feel your touch and embrace. I wake up happy to know your eyes are always fixed on me. I rush to my knees to give you all of me. Our soul tie is reinforced each time I bend down to worship you. I cherish the people you place in my story the same way, based on the level and amount they are able to receive me on. Not everyone can handle the you I carry inside of me. Not everyone will deserve me until they come up a few more levels, since I can't go down that low. Conversely, I will also have to rise a few more levels to unlock new blessings. Down in front. You will test my spirit, and you will allow my heart, mind, soul, and spirit to be tested on each level. I am evolving. I fear nothing. Not because I am arrogant or an avatar on display. I fear nothing because I trust you will always lead me through fires. You will carry me to the other side of victory every single time. I am yours, and you are obsessively protective over me. I am one of your favorite jewels among others in your crown. You like to show me off, even though I just want to stay in one place. I love the affection you show me. I know it is unique and singular to and for me. Nobody else, just me. You will love on others at the level they receive you on. This only happens through spiritual growth. I will go through the growing pains with joy and optimism because each level of spiritual evolution comes with greater alone time with you and greater blessings for me in heaven as it is on earth. You are my promise keeper. You instruct me to focus on what you have set before me. Obedience to your instruction gives you time to add on to the level of blessings you were going to give me anyway. If you wrote for me, if you wrote a blessing for me at level 8 while I was on level 8 and you return and I've moved by your grace, you add greater mercies, greater love, greater honesty, greater stability, greater prosperity, and even greater tools multiplied to my level 8 blessing. Additionally, you prepare the next set of breakthroughs, victories, and blessings for me. I asked you to bless those you have assigned to me to love and love back. You bless them and are proud of me for keeping the limits off of you. You allow me to stretch your capacity to love me out loud in ways only you are allowed to. I desire and crave time to enjoy, experience, and process with you and only you. I don't even want to share you with others. You understand why I choose to be selfish, and you are proud of me for sharing you willingly. My heart, my body, my desires, my thoughts, my emotions, my soul, my fingertips, my skin, my words, my spirit, my cells, my neurons, my lips, my eyes, my breath, all of me yearns for you and only you, sir. God said it, I want it. I'll wait for you to come home to me. I will not go anywhere you do not call me to. You will call me to come to you after you have set and established your presence. You go, I follow suit. You carry me and hold on to me tighter than usual at times. I have come to understand this happens when you are moving to destroy and restore the beauty in our future yet to come. You carry and hold me closely through the darkest, cringiest, enemy infested valleys. You face these terrors head on, light to the darkness, blade to the snakes, hose to the fires, order to chaos, prosperity in the midst of calamity, love in a world full of brimming with envy and hatred, divine providence to the neglectful and ignorant. All I see while you hold me tight and carry me is one set of footprints in the sand. I only see the beauty you cultivate for me. I can feel your energy shift each time you move on my behalf. You allow me to turn around and see the terrors you have been protecting me from. I become paralyzed with fear and pain. I take one look at you, and I am freed from this paralysis. I hear the words you have spoken to me while you held me in the moments I faced these terrors. Instantly, I remember, in and with you, I am more than a conqueror. You taught me how to fight, to destroy, and restore, all while keeping me safely in your arms. Who would dare compare to you? No one. I thank you in advance for the vessel you already prepared to contain and withstand what you have intimately nurtured and cherished in me. I love and crave him righteously. He is the only vessel meant to receive all of me, the only one. He is my prize and I am his. Why would I desire anything less? I want what's mine. I want what you have for me, Lord. No mediocre and no substitutes. I give you my adoration, trust, and free will. I give it freely, not for what you can and will do. I offer these parts of me to you because I am free to be me in you. I am free to evolve without judgment. I am free to speak without fear. I am free to dream beyond understanding. I am free to love beyond doubt. I am free to believe without withdrawing from you. My will, my life, my love, my freedom, and my hope are found in you. Why would I leave this place with you? You leave me to defend the vessel that is me for you. You are trusting me to protect, provide, cherish, and adore your prized possession in the vessel that is me. My defenses are the words my spirit, heart, mind, and soul have heard from you. We speak life into our accord, so my strength and belief can be reinforced. Even if my defenses are strong enough, I need you to speak to me the way only you can. Your loving words, your deep hugs, your sweet kisses all renew our soul ties for purpose. I worry that I would drain you with how much I need you. I worried my loved ones, my sisters, my brothers, my mothers, my fathers, my friends, and even my enemies would not be able to receive your love, kindness, and new mercies if I drain it all from you. You smugly demonstrate to me how omnipresent you truly are, and I absolutely love it. You can be present with and for me while still helping and blessing others. Then, when I think we have reached the peak of our oneness, you give me you in the form of this beautiful specimen of a man. This unsuspecting soul has no idea how long and how intently I've prayed to experience our love and oneness in this realm. I have come to know you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, naturally, intimately, inwardly. I have exhausted myself and heaven in prayer to experience you in the physical. It's not fair to live out a love like ours and not be able to caress it, not be able to have and to hold it, to taste it and to melt for it. You would not punish me for wanting to have more of you. You know I'll wait no matter what for you and only you. You allow me to do so on full display to prove to your citizens and your enemies why I am kept by you for you and him. And I am. You spoil me that way. No one is allowed to have me without you. That's how you demonstrate your selfishness and obsession over me and mine. The world waits in anticipation for this court of three to be established on earth as it is in heaven. Wars are being formulated to destroy what is to be. They do not know this court has already been solidified in front of them. It's too late to stop what you've put into motion. You are renewed in me, and I in you. I submit to you and him. He submits to you and I. I am his, and he is mine. Even the slow turtles we are riding to each other are blessed by you. Though, my love said, maybe not this year. You, Lord, can change his mind and shorten our timetable to meet. I know you are able to. Reintroduce husbands to their wives and wives to their husbands. Tease and tantalize their senses for and towards each other. May they willingly submit to each other as you designed marriage in marriage. Allow them to experience the bliss associated with surrenderance to you and each other. Awaken and enlarge the capacity of their sexuality in you and strengthen their cord of three with you. Reestablish your kingdom in the marriages chasing after you. Bless those of us in waiting for our kingdom marriages. Reintroduce yourself to your citizens and set our intentions back to you. Fix our sight and focus inwardly on our spiritual senses. Help others to love you before themselves, to honor you before others, so their love remains pure and good in your sight. While in waiting, may you prepare their vessels as you have been doing for me and my future king and husband. Soften the hearts of your people so they receive the many blessings you are sharing with them through me. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Whew. Um, so yeah, that started off as a prayer. It was not a prayer, it was a conversation between um my God and myself. And after writing it, I went to the beach, enjoyed some time away. I sat in the water and I was thinking about the conversation and quickly got out because that water was cold. But anywho, while I was sitting on the beach, I was looking at the different people that were walking by. Um, and even though, like clusters of people were like, is beaching a word? Clusters of people that were on the beach and doing what people do at the beach. Um, were there and like they were they were there. They were present or absent-minded, whatever the case is, but like nobody actually felt connected. They were just there and present. Hello, you're getting on my nerves. No, 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 down. That's fine. But anywho, even with this guy, a lot of people, a lot of simple broken brain people, use sensuality and sexuality interchangeably. They have a correlation between them, but they are not the same. Sensuality has everything to do with your senses, smell, sight, your ability to hear, taste, touch. These are your senses. There's even an entire study called psychophysics that studies, the sensations that people feel. Come on, you're in the way. You're gonna be huffing and puffing for quite some time, sir. Anywho, there's a whole study called psychophysics that is a psychological study on the physical sensations and the thresholds that men and women have when experiencing each sensation. Sexuality um, is how people express themselves, process and express um, their thoughts, feelings, and emotions that relate to sexual attraction. So, as a single person, when I want to be sensual with myself, and that's like every day, I'm going to light a lot of candles, get my little spa pillow, and I'm going to soak in the tub with my bath salts, my oils, flowers, a lot of bubbles, and play the type of music that I want to be in the mood to listen to. Um, this is actually strawberry lemonade. I had put the wine glass in the deep freezer. Can you go do that someplace else? Anywhere else? And even what just happened there, like your senses can be triggered. The word triggered is now, solely associated with negative feelings. But these are still things that awaken or arouse your senses. So I felt disturbed. I swear it's like a force of habit for him to do this. He's cool all day. But now you need to do all this? I digress. But your senses are there for a reason. Your senses are actually like your animal instincts, they are your primal desires. They are part of your human nature. God doesn't need to feel all of these things that we feel. He's God. But we're human. We have these feelings, we have these instincts. And they're not just supposed to be with, you know, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Barbara, Sarah, and Jane that you meet in life. Because to like really truly appreciate how you feel, what you smell. Like, I can take a bubble bath, my whole bathroom will smell like whatever bath shower gel that I'm using. Go into my room will smell like whatever lotions and perfumes I'm using. Um, or my closet, where all the rest of them are. But like, and then let me start over. If I am taking a bubble bath, my skin is going to feel the warmth of the water. It's going to feel um, the the texture of the water will feel different because I have oil in the water. If I have flower petals or bath salts in there, like they'll melt, because the water is hot. But I'll be able to also smell the bath salts, smell the fragrant bubble bath. I will be able to relax and be calm when I cut the lights off and it's dimly lit by the candles that surround my bathroom and my tub. And that's just a bath. Just a bath every single day, but it's just the bath. And then when I get out of my bath, I get to lotion my body. Um, and some people might, and that's how they lotion their body. Ew. But I'm not judging. I'm not judging. For me, I like being sensual with myself. I love the way my skin feels. So I will take my time to rub the lotion in on purpose. And it looks a lot different from, looking like I'm rushing to do something for myself. Um, when I go into my bedroom, my bed is made up because that's when I got up, I made the bed. So when I come back to it, my eyes appreciate seeing my stuffed animals on my bed, my pillows on my bed, my bedding, and I get to draw back my sheets and, get in my bed. Um, but my eyes appreciate it, and instantly I'm looking forward to getting in my very nicely made up bed. Um, and this is just me by myself as a single person. When I go out, if I'm going to go out and play laser tag, um, I'll challenge anybody in laser tag and go-karts. Um, but like when I know I'm going out to play laser tag, I know I'm stretching my legs, my arms, my whole body because I got some targets to hit. I'm excited. I'm feeling myself getting excited before I leave my house. So by the time I get there, regardless of what anybody else's energy is like, I'm good. Even if I'm playing with people I don't know from a can of paint, everybody can be an op. It's laser tag. Somebody got to win. I don't always win, but I'm very competitive. But it makes me excited. Then I'm in a happy place. Then I have nothing but, happy hormones going through my body. Um, if I am, if I found a new recipe or a new restaurant, my tongue gets very happy. What? We know we're about to taste some very scrumptious food. Um, but your senses and sensuality in general have nothing to do with sex. There's just a correlation, a relation. Because if you are with somebody who excites these feelings, and urges and instincts and other sensory system components, you will be excited to spend time with them. You'll be excited to see them. You'll be excited to hear them, you know. And as a single person, it's okay to like enjoy being around other people. It's okay to enjoy spending time with the people who cherish you. They make your soul and your spirit feel good about being your soul and your spirit. Now, when you're married, I don't know why. Um, I I don't know why God does things the way that He does, but like, it's not like I, knew all of this information my entire life. Um, but to be able to understand it in the ways that He has been um, showing me lately, it it makes it makes the whole notion of like being able to feel these feelings and emotions and receive those same feelings and emotions intensified with my future spouse. So where I was never focused on like getting married again or like actually committing myself to another human being in that way. Um, it was to me, it was kind of like pointless. Like, I'm extremely sensitive. So, why would I want to trust somebody else with my sensitive, mushy heart? Check please. No, thank you. But like when God deals with me, and again, the way he deals with me is unique to me. He knows why that is. I know why that is. But it's unique to me, and I'm just sharing it. So for me at this point, it's like, okay, you are, it's one thing to receive a message and keep it on the inside of me. Not a problem. I can come back to it whenever I feel like it, whenever I need it, whenever a situation arises, then my memory can recall what God already told me or showed me. But when you are married, you get to live out your very primal urges with your spouse. That's what it's made for. The Bible, throughout the Bible, like it warns against, you know, sexuality and all the immoral things people can do with their sexuality. Um, and again, because people use sensuality interchangeably with sexuality, if you are looking for sensuality throughout the Bible, you'll find more warnings against sexuality and sexual immorality. But when you're married and the Bible doesn't really like explain to married people, verbatim, this is what you're supposed to do and how to do it. But everything that you're not supposed to do when you're single, you're allowed to do when you're married. Minus the immoral things. Um, but like you have somebody that you get to release all of your sexual tension onto on purpose. If you had a really great day at work, you saw you didn't have to stress out. There was nobody for you to fuss out. You had your favorite parking spot, you had your favorite lunch, you had your favorite latte, all was right with the world. You walked outside, the clouds parted ways, the angels started playing trumpets when you walked out. Great day. Then you get to come home and you still have all this energy. You get to release all that good energy onto your spouse. That's what they're there for. That's what they're made for. And I'll save that one. um but yeah, if you had a bad day at work, you had to fuss people out, it was raining, there was no angels playing trumpets for you, everything and everybody irked your soul. You still get to come home, decompress, and then your spouse is there to hear you and process with you while you're decompressing. They're listening while you are decompressing. They might be cooking while you're decompressing, or you're helping, each other cook while you're both decompressing. But whatever the case is, after let each other know what happened throughout the day, throughout your work day, throughout your home homemaker day, if you're a stay-at-home spouse, um, you still get to then say, okay, that's the 5 minutes I got to talk about work. I'm done. Now I can get back to my regularly scheduled self. And then, once you realize, oh, wait, the reason why I'm able to get back to my regularly scheduled self so quickly without having to go through, A, B, C, go to the gym, go running, and everything else to like tire yourself out is because you decompress with and to your diary. You got to let out the bad stuff so that you can get back to your regularly scheduled self. And knowing that that is because you got to talk to your favorite person, even if they're not your favorite person yet, because you guys have been married and it's just boring now. It's only boring because you allowed it to be that way. And that sounds harsh. Um, If you are bored within your marriage, it is usually because um, one or both parties have decided to not show affection and not like hugs and kisses and "ooh, baby, I love you." Ooh, it's more like if I'm telling you something, I'm not telling you because I want to fight with you. I'm not telling you because, the world revolves around me. I'm telling you because these are things I'm sharing my heart with you, right? We're married. So if something has entered my heart, has entered my mind, has entered my spirit that should not be in our court of three, I'm sharing it with you so that you understand what's going on. You now hear how the enemy has attacked me. You, even if you don't understand it completely, but I'm sharing my spirit, my heart, my mind, my thoughts with you, the only person that I'm married to, right? The person receiving that is receiving it. So if you are receiving it, somebody just told you, um, my sister, brother, cousin, mother, and um, dog just all kick the bucket all in one day. That is the information that you're receiving. If this is your face, oh, okay. Then the person who just shared their heart is not going to feel like you just received their heart. You may have heard them, but to receive someone's heart, that's where empathy comes into play. That's where compassion comes into play. So if somebody just, decompressed and gave and, told you what's been going on with them, even if there's something going on with you, you're both in this together. They just decompressed by sharing what they got going on. And now you're also going to decompress. Both of you are going to release what does not need to be in your cord of three. And in doing so, both of you can, go from these husband, wife, husband, wife. When they walk out of the door, they go their separate ways, live their lives, go to work, go on about their day. They come back to each other like this instead of like this. They decompress everything that has happened throughout the day, and now they're back to like this. And once they are, like this, they're calm, cool, collected, back to their regularly balanced self. They get to come together and say, "Thank you for being here with me." It all goes back to the oneness between married couples. Um, and when you do come together, you know, and I'm skipping here, but if you're into the vanilla stuff, by all means, do what works for you. For the rest of the free world, whether you're married or about to get married, your bedroom, your marriage bed, the grass that you are going to be watering with your spouse, you should be obsessive and competitive with each other to outlove each other. And when you do come together, somebody is going to have to take a beating like a champ. It's not always going to be her, sir. It is not. It is not. And if the two of you are competitive, again, you're not always going to win. So it's going to be a surprise each and every time you come together. But no matter what, heaven is rooting for you. Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe heaven will open up, more blessings on the winner. And if that is the case, who's going to win? You will become competitive to get that type of a prize. I'm just saying, you know? Include God into it. So, and I will say, including God in it also makes it difficult for single people. Because if I'm including God in it, then no, I don't want somebody touching me in that way. I don't want somebody arousing those feelings over me in that way. There's no prize. As a matter of fact, I'm just, you know, hurting myself, my spirit, and my future. Don't touch me. Now, when it's the people that I care about, friends, family, yes, I'm a hugger. I'm very affectionate. When it comes to if I go someplace and I'm just there wearing my agape love on my sleeves, wearing it all over me, that means that I'm in my happy bubble. I still have tunnel vision, so I only see my emotional anchors. Everybody else is there. I hope everyone else is enjoying themselves. If someone comes and disrupts my night and wants to talk to me, not a problem. I might have a smile for you. However, I came out of my house wearing agape love, which means I have love for everybody. Live your life, be you, do you, whatever the case is. I did not come out of my house to give up my number. I did not come out of my house to get any numbers. And then when I voice my thought, no, I don't want to give my number out. I'm not here for that. Then I'm no longer the vibe. I'm cute, but I'm every other word that people want to use. Stuck up, conceited, think you're all that. Everything other than I just came out to enjoy myself and see something different. Be with the people that I came out with. I didn't come here for you. And when I leave this place, I won't be thinking about you. So if I came there and the place was a vibe for me, it was cool, it was very spacious, not everybody was like crowded together and like in my face, that's cool. Once you start entering my area of operation, now we have a problem. And if you can't take the hint, then you know what? My face can't lie. It, but when, and this is just my thoughts on the subject. When I am out somewhere, I'm single, which means when I go out, I am singular. It's just me. If I'm with my friends, I'm with my friends, but I'm still, just me. I'm representing me. I'm carrying God in me. But when you are married, when you go out with your wife or husband, like I feel like when I see couples, like married couples out, it makes my heart smile because like there are fears and insecurities, that I do have, but I know I have them because I'm single. I would not feel um like I'm trapped in a room full of horny people just because I decided to put a dress and some heels on if my husband was there. Like, I don't even know what people see when they look at me. But for the most part, I know because I'm by myself and single, that means I have to protect myself. That means that I have to be hyper vigilant for myself by myself. That means that I have to watch the things that, well, not watch, can't watch it, but I have to be conscious of the clothes that I put on my body, because I'm not trying to draw attention. But no matter what I put on my body, it, I'm going to get attention. Even if I just want to put on sweats and some J's, which is the main reason I like wearing sweats and J's. Um, but like when you are married, yes, if I want to, dress super sexy, I can do that. You know why? Because the only person senses that I'm trying to tease is my husband. I don't care about anybody else. Tunnel vision. While I'm single, I'm not going to wear certain things. I'm not going to do certain things because I'm not trying to attract that type of attention. I don't need you to be attracted to me sexually before you try to get to know me as a person. I would much rather you approach me as a person who you think might be interesting to talk to way before you even get to, the sexuality part. But, learn your senses. Some people have senses that they prefer over others. And there are more than just the five senses, but I'm just saying, I am very sensitive. Some of my senses are very sensitive. So I don't want, any and everybody like triggering them, arousing them, exciting them. I don't want that. And because that's not what I want, guess what? I have to watch, I have to make sure I'm protecting those parts of my body. Um, at the same time, as a single person, and this is for anybody who's single, get to know your body. It's yours. The potter created the vessel, lumped it all up, put his accents on it, he put his spirit into it, he put his stamp of approval of it, saw it was good, and you were birthed. Get to know your body. How sensitive is your skin to your own touch? How sensitive is your smell, is your nose to your actual natural scent? I love my natural scent. I know what it smells like. I know me. I know my body inside and out. So I know how long it took me to get to know my body the right way. Why would I let somebody else who doesn't know my body, is not really actually trying to learn my body, touch my body? I'm working on my face. Um, at the same time, there are people who have been through certain traumas in life and, ooh, 3 minutes, and they might be hypersexual. Meanwhile, hypersexual means that your senses, certain senses, urges, and instincts have been awakened prematurely before you learn self control with them. Or they might be the complete opposite and, just not like touch at all. They don't want it at all. It's not welcome. Get to know your body. Learn the body of your spouse. So if you are taking a bath or a shower, um, side note, if you're gonna do a bubble bath, please don't be one of those dirty people that just soaks in the tub and then you sit in the dirty water. That's disgusting. Like, use the shower, wash your body, at least twice with a washcloth, and do not use the same washcloth you use to wipe back there on your face. Okay? And if you have the type of skin that like breaks out often,
You definitely don't want to use your face wash the washcloth for your face on your body because then you'll start to see like maybe you never used to get pimples anywhere other than your face, but because you're using the same washcloth on your body, you're now moving that bacteria from your face to the rest of your body. That's disgusting. Um, but anywho, if you're married and you're taking and after you shower, then fill up the tub and hop on in. Um, and also, it makes it easier because if you take your shower first, you can, scrub the tub and wash it all out, clean it all out, and then fill it back up with water and everything else that you're going to use to soak. That way, you're soaking in clean water with a clean body. Um, but anyhow, if you're taking a bath or a shower with your spouse, ask them where the water temperature is comfortable for them. I am It doesn't matter. It's not about me. Um, and find a compromise. Maybe somebody likes the water like just lukewarm. Maybe somebody likes the water piping hot. Maybe you can find a temperature that works for both of you. In doing so, you will notice how the skin texture of your spouse feels under your skin. If you are giving them a sponge bath or you're using the loofah or washcloth on them, you can ask them, you can start, wash on, wipe off, and all that good stuff. You can ask them, hey, would you like me to use more pressure? Would you like me to go a little harder? Am I going too hard? Am I going too soft? Ask them. Get to know them. Get to know their body. It's your body. I'm just saying. Um, what else? If you are wanting to try a new restaurant, or a new type of cuisine, you can ask your husband or your wife, what's your favorite vegetable? Maybe you can find um, a Mediterranean place, a Japanese place. Maybe you can find a nice Thai restaurant. You can find something that incorporates that person's favorite dishes into it and try something new. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Um, and maybe, like you order something and your spouse orders something different and you let each other try it. Feed each other. The one and only time that you feed each other should not be your wedding cake. I'm just saying. Um, if you are making a smoothie, maybe I like, like the base of all of my smoothies will always have avocado, kale, and spinach and ginger in them. And then whatever fruits I want to add to it. Maybe your spouse might have some things that they like as a base, like fruits and veggies that they always want to taste in their smoothie. Ask them, try something new. Maybe you might want to have a chocolate cherry smoothie and, still want to put avocado and sea moss and ginger in it for the health properties, but the chocolate and the cherries will be for the flavor aspect of it. Um, what else? If you are buying your wife a non-sexual gift, I'll save that for another episode. Oh, okay. Well, um, I'm going to wrap it up here, but this was just my intro to what I'm going to be talking about in the next 1 to 2 episodes. Learning yourself is a part of loving yourself. And this is apart from, being married. Whether you're married or not, you still need to know yourself. You still need to love yourself. And once you learn how you like loving on yourself, you now learn and unlock new ways to love on other people. And none of it has to do with sex. And the sooner people understand that, the sooner you can understand that, simple broke brain people want you to stay deaf, blind, and ignorant to what it means to be a very sensual person, what it means to be sexual. You can be sexual without ever touching your spouse. Anyhow, I really hope uh, this helps some people learn to love yourself. Learn to appreciate the beautiful skin that God gave you. Learn to enjoy the smile that God gave you. Learn to look in the mirror into the eyes that God gave you. They're yours. Before other people, look into your eyes, look into your own eyes. When I was younger, and this is the reason why I live in my bubble, why I created my bubble, and why I have tunnel vision. When I was younger, people would just stare at me and not say anything, and not just like, a gaze, not just a quick look, but stare at me. Whether they're walking, driving, just stare at me, locked in. And it got to a point where I can't, like I said, I was a kid, so I couldn't say anything. And when I would tell, whatever adult I was with, by the time I tell them and turn around, then, it's not there. It's like, oh, just ignore them, even if they did see them. Just ignore it. Okay. The only way for me to ignore is to not see. So if I'm looking right through you, that's exactly what it is. Thank God for it. You have the same ability. I don't have to see you. I don't. But if my soul chooses to see you, something worth looking at. Other than that, I will continue to go through life with tunnel vision. And only the people who God has assigned to me will be the ones that I see in a room full of people. And mind you, I'm 5 foot nothing. So anybody above 5'5" in a room full of people above 5'5", I'm breast height to like most people, even with heels on. And I still won't see them. I don't even have a reason to like look up that far. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But if you are married, like in a room full of people, the only person you want to see is your spouse. And you know why that is? Even if you see other people who are, well, in my case, taller, who have longer legs, longer torso, hopefully a smaller chest. That's sexy to me. A bigger butt. Um, that's pleasing to the eyes. But sex is more than the eyes. Because if sex starts with the eyes, then that means that you only want to enjoy physical intimacy with eye candy. And since that's not the case, you married the person that teases all of your senses. And you can let them know when you like that, or which senses you enjoy them teasing, and in what manner you enjoy them teasing. And guess what? You cater to each other. Because everything that you're allowed to say to your spouse is also allowed to share those same things with you. So You might like the way, your wife gives you, I don't know, private lap dances, okay? Um, Meanwhile, your wife enjoys dancing with you. Guess what? The two come together. Somebody is going to make a playlist that they like dancing to. Someone is going to get to watch the person dance to that music and then join in. It starts sensual. Where it leads and where it ends up, that's between you and your spouse. But it starts with awakening the senses. And also, last point, most of the scriptures that I will be focusing on for this segment is going to come out of the book of Songs of Solomon. But yeah, I hope and encourage people to read all 8 chapters on their own. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know it, eh, I'm working on how to not desensitize. Um, the media has not the world has over sexualized everything, and not all conversations are meant for all people. So if you're married, definitely, this would benefit you. If you're about to get married, definitely this would benefit you. If you want to get married, definitely this would benefit you. But if you're single, it will kind of tease you. But I mean, take some notes because you'll also learn how to how you enjoy spending time with you, like quality time with you. Maybe you are a workaholic, but when you're home, you're a nudist. And if that's the case, then putting clothes on after you've taken them off is annoying. What? That's also why women wear robes. But when you have kids, you don't, I don't know why people don't wear robes when they have kids because the robes come with the little tie thingies. Now, if they don't come with the tie thingies, that's something different. That's something different. But husbands who don't like the moo buy her some more robes. Like one for every day of the month. I'm just saying. And since you're the one picking it out, you know what it feels like. If she has sensitive skin, you can't buy the cheap stuff, you know. Um, you don't like seeing her hair tied up at night or by 6 p.m. Then understand, our hair has to be kept up. So I have to twist it up, in order for me to see like my curls and stuff like that. It takes time um to twist my hair back up, my natural hair. It takes me like an hour, and that's an hour after I, get out of the tub. Um, if she's wearing wigs, um, she doesn't want to sweat the glue off the wig off because it's just gonna slide off anyway. Then you gotta put it back on. Then they gotta, you know, create the edges and baby hair, and it's a lot. It's a lot of work. So if unless you're getting her hair done on a regular basis, she has to keep it in a certain way so that it still looks nice for her during the day. Um, if you if you like seeing her with her eyelashes on, Do you know how difficult it is to, like, wash your face with lashes on unless you get, like, the semi-permanent, eyelash extensions or you get the ones that last for, like, 6 months? Um, Other than that, you don't want her to wake up with an eye infection from leaving glue on her skin for so long, you know? Um if you don't know, what to get her for um an anniversary or a birthday gift, um get her a subscription. Get her if you knew how much money women actually spend on themselves. Anywho, I digress. But get her a subscription. Um, there are companies like Fenty and Adore Me that sell matching bra and panty sets, regardless of how big you are. The bottoms will match the tops. Get her a subscription every month. Guess what? There's a new one coming, or every week, however frequent the subscription is. But there's a new bra and panty set that's coming. You picked it out. She's gonna wear it regardless. So it's a non-sexual gift that can benefit you in the bedroom. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There are a lot of ways you can be very sensual with your spouse. Same thing for women. If um if he wears boy panties and you don't like that, he likes that. He feels comfortable wearing that. That's his business. Find the ones that look nice that you don't mind seeing. Tidy whities are not attractive to and for everybody. If he likes wearing boxers, like I like wearing boy shorts. I like wearing Ethica boxers. They're silky and they hug my body, but I don't I don't think they started out for women, but I like the way they feel. Um, Maybe get him some nice looking boxers that you can't wait to see him, get undressed so you can see his undies also. Um, what else? Um, if he has a fade and he has waves, Bruno, get him some do-rags or get him those little brush thingies. Get him one for the car, get him one for his office at work, get him one for his locker at gym. You know, keep those waves stroking. Um, or do-rag, whatever. If he has braids or dreads, get his hair done. My one friend he's been going growing his dreads for like ever, and um he let me know he went to this hairstylist, and for every single one of her clients, she writes a poem for them, and then she puts it on her social media. That's an experience, and she's also good at what she does, like with the hair, not the poetry. I mean, she's good with the poetry also. I'm just saying, you don't want to send him to get his hair done, and it's like mediocre at best, but the experience was nice. That's not getting your money's worth, um, fully anyway. But like, get his hair done. What else? If he has something that he enjoys doing in the house, that you enjoy watching him do in the house, it makes him happy. Maybe it's a hobby, maybe he likes to build things, maybe he likes woodworking. Get him a gift card to Lowe's or Home Depot or um, some glass cutting place, and invest in his hobby. I'm just saying, non-sexual gifts that may lead to, goal. Um, but yeah, and I think if people really learned like how to be sensual, it would be very difficult to have like a bad day that lasts all day because you're going at the smallest things will make you smile, and it's always the little things that matter the most. So even if, your spouse is like a quiet person and I don't know, they walk past you and you have a new smell and they just, you walk by them and then you turn around and smile at each other. Like you get to be smug. That's yours. Go handle that, you know? But anywho, I'm gonna leave it right there. But until next time, adjust your crown and honor thy word. Have a good night, loves.